explain about the need and more this morning for you on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Thursday, October 17th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Joe Morano. That doorbell ring.
Did you like that?
Perfect. That was fantastic.
Our audio guy, Jeff, and I coordinated with that before the show, so just thinking.
Yeah.
We found at it. So
I know, and it's actually an important story. You're going to be hearing that a lot in a couple of weeks for Halloween. Important story, though, that Hannah Zettel's going to bring us this morning, right?
Yeah, so we'll hear that from her in just a few minutes. And we also have Elisa back with us.
That's right.
The squad is here. Gang's all here. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute for us all. Good to see that we're all awake and we're all moving right now. Right?
Yeah, and it's funny though, because when I left, I still had like some summer things in my closet.
That's what I said, yeah.
And then I got back yesterday and I was like, man, I gotta get these flip-flops out of here. I think I'm done now with those.
At least you can change it out while you're doing the suitcases.
Oh yeah, yes, that is the plan today. Is laundry to switch it out with the suitcase. But yeah, we're starting out a little bit chilly out there again this morning. Clear skies and temperatures are around 40 degrees to start. We've got some clear skies and southerly winds. Those southerly winds will help us warm up today much more than we did yesterday. We've got some clear skies out there this morning, so you'll have dry roads as you head to work and school. Temperatures are a little bit chillier to the east this morning by about 5 to 10 degrees. We're starting out in the 30s and 40s again. It's 40 degrees in Springfield, 41 in Monette, and 35 up at Lake of the Ozarks. Winds are starting to shift to the south, and that will help us be a little bit more mild as we head through the day today. So still expecting dry roads, a mostly sunny and really nice day out there today, just a little bit warmer by dismissal, 74 degrees, some mild sunshiny, beautiful fall afternoon. We've got a beautiful next 2 days ahead, a couple of showers to track on Saturday, and then our next big storm system brings some storms overnight Sunday into Monday. Details on that coming up in 10 minutes.
Brand new for you this morning, the Greene County Sheriff's Office has issued an endangered person advisory for a missing teen. 16-year-old Victoria Jolly was last seen on October 14th. That's Monday around 10 p.m. Jolly was seen leaving her home with an older man in a tan Chevy Equinox. Authorities believe the man is who you see on your screen, 31-year-old Corey Arb. Jolly does not have necessary medication. If you have any information on where these two may be, you're asked to call the Greene County Sheriff. Also, a top story this morning, Halloween is quickly approaching, but before you head to the store to pick out the best candy, there's a few things to keep in mind for trick-or-treaters with disabilities. That's right. Hannah Zettel joins us in studio this morning with a few ways that you can make this Halloween more enjoyable for children with autism.
That's right. An estimated 1 in 59 children in the U.S. is diagnosed with autism every year, so it's likely that a child with a disability, visible or not, might stop by your house this Halloween. Whether you're putting up a scary zombie or a smiling jack-o'-lantern, consider leaving out the flashing lights and loud music. Also consider offering small toys along with candy because it's hard to anticipate allergies. Some children with disabilities may have less developed motor skills and could take a longer time to choose candy and maybe even take more than one piece. If a teenager or young adult rings your doorbell, keep in mind that maturity levels and the interests of individuals with disabilities don't always line up with age. Kirsten Binder with Easter Seals says these tips can help make Halloween more inclusive.
It can be kind of a difficult time just because it's a break from routine and structure, and it's a unique holiday. Also, some individuals might not be verbal, and so you might not hear trick or treat or thank you, and that's okay. Try to keep an open mind this Halloween and be patient and understanding.
Now, if you do choose to make any of these changes this Halloween, you can demonstrate that by putting a blue pumpkin like this one on your doorstep. Also, keep an eye out for trick-or-treaters who might be carrying blue pumpkins, and that indicates that they might have autism, and they appreciate your extra patience this Halloween.
All right, Hannah Zettel reporting this morning. Thank you. We have a traffic alert that we need to bring you today as well. Starting today, the traffic lights at the intersection of Highway 13 and Route O will be shut down and replaced with J-turns. After the lights are taken out, people on Route O will no longer be able to turn left onto Highway 13. Neighbors say it is inconvenient, but MoDOT believes it's the right thing to do for the overall safety of everyone.
The traffic coming on to Route 13 from the side road, they all turn right and merge with the Route 13 traffic. So that really, and it reduces the number of conflict points.
If you're not paying attention to the red light, how are you doing 65, 70 miles an hour going to pay attention to us doing a U-turn in front of you?
MoDOT says it took public opinion into consideration when they began this project. The traffic lights are scheduled to come down today after the morning rush hour.
Also happening around the Ozarks, the city of Springfield's 20-year comprehensive plan is still in the stage of collecting community engagement and citizen input. Another Forward SGF workshop was held last night, and this one was hosted by the Mayor's Commission on Human Rights and Community Relations. Members of the public were encouraged to discuss city issues, including human rights, discrimination, housing or accessibility, and racial justice. If you missed last night's workshop, there will be plenty more to come.
All the 30, 40 workshops that have happened and will happen will all be the same format, same questions. And so everyone is to write legibly because the consultants literally read everybody's and try to compile the data. We're just going to highlight as a group what the top ones are and talk about it.
And the group will look at it next month to sort out what the top priorities will be for Springfield.
The demand for quality officers is an issue across the country, and that need has hit Nixa as well. Chief Joe Campbell at Nixa PD says they pride themselves on quick responses, but sometimes they're stretched a little too thin. The department made a pitch to City Council this week to add 4 more officers for next year. Nixa always has at least 2 officers on patrol, but Brad Redden explains at times that's still not enough.
Anytime that we would have, let's say, a traffic stop to where we need to make an arrest or search a vehicle or something like that, that second officer is going to come and act as our backup. If another call for service comes out during that time, he's going to have to break, he or she, to go handle that call, and we're stuck handling probably a serious issue by ourselves.
The police department won't have an answer on its request to City Council until the 2020 city budget is set. That'll come in December.
And making news now, Auditor Nicole Galloway says Missouri is not prepared to handle a recession. In fact, she says Missouri is ranked 43rd in the country in terms of readiness. She's urging Missouri lawmakers to work on the state's rainy day fund. Right now, she says the state is pulling from this fund all year long for day-to-day expenses. So we thought we'd check in to see how ready Greene County is for a recession.
You know, you try and plan for everything. You try and foresee everything. And when you make a budget, just like in your family finances, you try and stick to it. You do the best you can. When something unforeseen comes up, you try and cut something else so that you can cover it. You know, when something bad does happen, like the recession, back in 2009, we learned from it. There were some lessons to be learned. And so, it's just, more things that you implement to prepare better for the next time.
Now, if you want to hear some more details on how Greene County stays prepared for recessions, you can find the rest of this story on ozarksfirst.com.
Plenty more to come this morning on Daybreak. Up next, something is enticing people to buy homes, plus why Netflix says a little competition is a good thing. That's in your Money Watch. Stay with us.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak. Now weather with meteorologist Elisa Rafa.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. We've got another chilly start out there this morning. We've got clear skies and temperatures at 40 degrees in Springfield. Winds are starting to turn out of the south, and these southerly winds are going to help us warm up today. Yesterday we only hit 57 degrees for a high. Today we'll get through the 60s and into the lower 70s. A little bit cooler to start this morning in the eastern Ozarks. Temperatures about 5 to 10 degrees cooler there. We're starting out at 34 degrees in Mountain Grove, 35 in Fort Leonard Wood, 40 in Springfield, and 37 in Clinton this morning. We've got high pressure right overhead. That's what's keeping the skies clear. That will keep us mostly sunny as we head through the day today. And that's what's creating that chilly start. It clears out the skies and lets all of that heat escape. But as we head through the day, this high pressure goes to the east. So that's going to pull this south wind on the backside of this high pressure. And the southerly winds will send a more mild air mass into the Ozarks and will be a little bit warmer out there today. So our average is 69 degrees for a high. We're looking at temperatures a little bit warmer than that in the upper 60s and lower 70s, going for a high of 71 degrees today in Springfield. We'll have mostly sunny skies, a really beautiful fall afternoon with those temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s, about average, if not a degree or two warmer. So futurecast is pretty quiet. We keep the sunshine and temperatures in the 60s today, warmer than yesterday. Chilly middle 40s overnight tonight with clear skies, and another beautiful day tomorrow with that high pressure still in control. We'll have mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the low to middle 70s. Next chance of rain starts to come by Saturday early. And then we'll have another shot late Sunday into Monday, and that Sunday into Monday time frame will be a healthier storm chance for us. That storm coming in two pieces, and that second piece will be a little bit more potent. So we're looking at our next big storm arriving this weekend. We'll have a weaker piece of that storm come through on Saturday with some clouds and showers possible early. Temperatures a little bit cooler. Saturday won't be a washout. We're looking at just a couple of showers there. Then I think we're dry and warm through most of the afternoon on Sunday ahead of that bigger piece. And then we're looking at some strong storms possible as we head through the overnight Sunday into Monday as that much stronger cold front comes through later in the weekend. Then we dry out going into Monday and a cooler air mass filters in behind it. Will be cooler and breezy as we head through Monday afternoon. So today 71, warmer than yesterday, mostly sunny and nice on south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 45 overnight, mostly clear and a little bit chilly. We'll have southerly winds still on the overnight. By tomorrow, we continue this gradual warming trend. Another beautiful day. Mostly sunny. Those south winds pick up a little bit. That's what helps us get to 74 degrees. Then a couple of those showers early on Saturday. Then we'll have some clouds in the afternoon. A dry afternoon on Sunday. Showers and storms arrive overnight Sunday into Monday, some of which could be strong. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. We'll have temperatures be cooler on the backside of this front on Monday with those storms exiting early. We'll have some north winds on the backside there with temperatures in the 60s. We'll have some quiet weather and mild temperatures by the middle of next week.
Stocks fell slightly yesterday following some weak economic data. The Dow lost 22 points, the Nasdaq slid 24, and the S&P 500 shed 5. On the flip side, home builders did well yesterday, backed by a strong industry survey. The housing market index of builder confidence is at its highest level since February of last year. Low mortgage rates are helping to bring buyers back into the market. A Brexit deal is looking more likely. Yesterday, French President Emmanuel Macron said an agreement is being finalized, and German Chancellor Angela Merkel said they are in the final stretch. Other officials, though, warned there is still work to be done before the United Kingdom leaves the European Union at the end of the month. Today, EU leaders begin a two-day summit in Brussels to hammer out details. And Netflix is spinning the streaming wars as a good thing. The company says competition from Apple, Disney, and others will help push TV viewers to cut the cord. Shares of Netflix jumped 10% yesterday after posting earnings of $665 million and showing it added just under 7 million subscribers worldwide. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Don't listen to Netflix. We don't want you to cut the cord.
Yeah, come on. We're up here every morning with you.
Yeah, and we appreciate you tuning in. Up next, we have sports. Evangel football slowly climbing the national ranks.
And it has another chance to move up with a top 5 opponent this weekend. We'll have the details when we return.
The Missouri Sports Hall of Fame inducted 4 new members and 2 programs in Wednesday's annual football luncheon. Headlining the group, 5-year Kansas City Chief running back Ted McKnight. In addition to McKnight, Adrian football coach George Bruto, Mizzou booster Gerald Chafin, and football ref Emery Dilday were also inducted. And 160 members of the Aurora football Hound Dogs were on hand as their program was enshrined. Also in attendance, the 1977 Greenfield State Championship team was honored. The love of football and community bonding it provides, the major theme on the mind of the inductees.
But that's the heart and soul of small communities, and everybody knows each other and everybody pulls for each other. And so that was great to have that opportunity of doing that. And now you're a part of it. And so you then finally say to yourself, you know what? I feel as though I belong here. I feel as though I have the ability to be here, until you get that first hit and the guy knocks the crap out of you. And then you're thinking, what in the hell am I doing here?
I was so humbled and really shocked when I got the call that I was being inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. I didn't see it coming. And, you know, to be honored for something that you've loved doing for 55 years.
And that's the thing that Greenfield handed me when I took over in '77 was tradition. I'm talking about coaches, Ron Ray, Rodney Kramer, Bill Gann, I can go on and on, Tony Phillips. And that tradition had that table set.
And speaking of football, the Evangel Crusaders will be back in action Saturday after their bye week. Chuck Hepela's team with a major battle. Number 16 Evangel playing host to number 5 Benedictine. Both Crusaders and Ravens are 5-1 on the season, and the Ravens have moved into the Crusaders South Division of the Heart of America Conference. It means this Saturday has so many ramifications, it's practically an early playoff game.
It really is. In fact, I was telling somebody they were saying big game. I said, well, they're all big games. I said, but especially now with South Division play and trying to win the South and then also get into the playoffs. And so that's really our goal. But you're right, it's kind of a playoff mindset from here on out.
That game kicks off 11 o'clock on Saturday. I'm Matt Vereen with your Thursday Morning Sports.
All right, that Missouri Sports Hall of Fame induction, Dan Lucy was there. So what do you think? He's a member of the Hall of Fame. Is there like a members lounge or something that he gets to do when he goes in?
I bet he has some perks, right?
Right? There's got to be.
He deserves them at the very least.
I hope that all the new inductees get those perks as well then, right?
Yeah.
All right, starting off this morning, a little bit chilly as we walk out the door. I was hoping that the weather would be nice later on today, at least.
Yeah,
right?
Warmer than yesterday, which is nice. We'll have the sunshine and temperatures will respond on some south winds. Starting out at 40 degrees this morning, it's mostly clear. South winds at 7 miles per hour right now. Those southerly winds will help us warm up later on today. We could have some patchy fog in spots as well. It will be the most dense near rivers and lakes. It's just not, and in those valleys as well. It's just not widespread this morning, so just keep an eye out for that. It's 40 degrees in Springfield, 37 in Clinton, 35 at Lake of the Ozarks, and 34 in Mountain Grove. So as you head out the door, B-, a little bit of a cold start with temperatures in the upper 30s, but A+ by dismissal, 71 degrees, mild and warmer sunshine, just a beautiful afternoon. Futurecast is real quiet with those temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s today. Some middle 40s tonight, a little bit chilly and clear, and then another nice day tomorrow with those temperatures nosing back into the lower 70s. So if you need to do some yard work, we'll have some dry conditions to mow the lawn today and tomorrow. Again, mild too, not too hot and not too chilly. We'll have dry conditions through Friday. Couple of showers early on Saturday, then we're dry in the afternoon on Sunday before showers and storms arrive Sunday night into Monday. So a dry afternoon on Sunday to do the yard work, and then things get a little bit stormy. The temperature swings are there, they're just not big. We've got a cooler day on Saturday with some clouds in the morning and showers. We peak back up into the middle 70s on Sunday ahead of our next front, and then we come back down into the middle 60s by Monday and Tuesday. So there are some small temperature swings there, just no big ones. Average for this time of year is 69 degrees.
Coming up next, White House officials are headed to Turkey after the U.S. pulled aid from the region.
President Trump defends the decision as the administration calls for a ceasefire. Stay with us. Welcome back to Daybreak, everyone. 5:26 this morning. Vice President Mike Pence and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo are on their way to Turkey right now. They're hoping to get a ceasefire to stop the fighting between Turkey and Kurdish forces in Syria that's come up recently. Laura Podesta breaks this down from New York.
Images from a Russian journalist appear to show what the U.S. withdrawal from northern Syria looks like. Coca-Cola cans, boxes of food, and a football are some of what's left behind at this former U.S. base in Manbij. The U.S. military conducted an airstrike to destroy ammunition and vehicles at another base in the Syrian border town of Kobani, where U.S. and Kurdish forces first worked together to drive out ISIS. Now the Russians have moved into the area to help Kurdish fighters battle a Turkish invasion.
If Russia is going to help in protecting the Kurds, that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
President Trump defended the U.S. withdrawal yesterday at the White House.
I'm not going to get involved in a war between Turkey and Syria, especially when, if you look at the Kurds, and again, I say this with great respect, they're no angels.
A bipartisan majority of the House voted to condemn the president's decision to withdraw.
The yeas are 354. The nays are 60.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the president was visibly shaken by the House rebuke during a bipartisan meeting at the White House.
We witnessed on the part of the president was a meltdown.
Pelosi and other top Democrats walked out of that meeting, claiming the president was insulting them.
The other Democrats stayed and actually had a very productive meeting.
President Trump later tweeted this photo in response with the caption, "Nervous Nancy's unhinged meltdown." Laura Podesta, CBS News.
We also have breaking political news to bring you. According to his office, U.S. Representative Elijah Cummings has died from complications of longtime health challenges. He was 68. Representative Cummings was a U.S. House of Representative for Maryland's 7th Congressional District, which includes just over half of Baltimore, since 1996. He also served as the chair on a committee investigating the president.
Still to come for you this morning, police warn car owners about airbag thefts recently.
Plus, GM is the closest it's been to a contract deal. We'll explain why workers still aren't too hopeful, though.
Good morning, my name is Posey. I go to Boyd Elementary School. Today is the 17th and the lunch menu is grilled ham cheese sandwich, chicken cheese penne bake dinner roll, tossed salad, and pineapple tarts. Have a nice day.
Welcome back to Daybreak this morning. It's Thursday, October 17th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. Of course, plenty happening this morning. One of the big things, we've got the whole team back together, of course. Meteorologist Elisa Raff is here, but also the three of us will also be together on Saturday, right?
Yeah. You get us for an extra day this week.
And everyone can come out and see us, well, also for a good cause, because you guys are going to be heading up the Making Strides walk, right?
Yeah, super excited about that. Really an honor for Lauren and I to be asked to do that.
Yeah, we will be emceeing, and then tune in. Make sure you're tuning in tomorrow, too. We have our final in a series of stories about breast cancer survivors, and tomorrow's story is actually about someone who did not beat the disease. So really important. We want you to catch that, but we'd love to see you Saturday as well.
Exactly. It gets going, registration at about 8 a.m., I believe, at Hammond's Field.
Yeah.
So there you go. We'll be there. Jeremy Rabe, Kelly Smith.
Yep.
Mixed their two names. We'll be there as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of us will be there, and it's all, of course, for breast cancer.
Tomorrow we'll be annoying Elisa about the forecast for that, but today, we got to worry about today first.
Yeah, a really gorgeous afternoon on tap for today. Starting out a little bit chilly and with some patchy fog. We've got dry roads in Branson. Visibility taking a little bit of a hit there because of the lake right there, of course. It's 37 degrees in Branson right now with those calm winds and some of that patchy visibility. It's down to 6 miles visibility in Branson, 8 in Springfield, and 7 in Clinton. So you can see the fog is not widespread and really focused around those areas that have the lakes and the valleys. Temperatures a little bit cooler to the east this morning. We've got a temperature of 34 in Mountain Grove. It's 40 in Springfield and 37 in Branson. We're looking at dry roads as we head through the afternoon. We'll have sunshine and things really pleasant as we head through the day today. Temperature 71 by dismissal. Will be warmer, more mild, and yeah, much warmer than yesterday. We're looking at another beautiful day tomorrow before we have some showers that come through early on Saturday and then more showers and storms Sunday into Monday. Your full forecast is up in 10 minutes.
Here's some news around the region for you this half hour. The Rogers School District in Arkansas is increasing security by installing new technology in each school. It's called a Raptor system, and they're using it to screen every person who walks through the building. The front desk scans the ID of the visitor, and a machine taps into a database that shows if that person has any type of criminal record. If there's a red flag, the machine will alert that person checking the ID. If the background check comes out clear, a name tag is printed out for that guest. The security will be installed for all 25 schools.
We put fencing around all the playgrounds in our elementary schools. We've added a new camera system, and we will continue to upgrade our systems in the name of safety and security to make sure our kids are safe.
The Bentonville School District also uses the Raptor system, while Fayetteville and Springdale are using similar technology too.
In your news around America, UAW and General Motors have reached a tentative contract agreement. The deal could bring an end to the month-long strike. Though those at Local 2164 believe the deal could go either way because so far offers have been mediocre. Details about the tentative 4-year contract were not released, but officials say this deal offers major gains for workers, including pay raises.
Well, without the steady paycheck, the $250 a week is it doesn't go very far. So through a lot of donations and things, people are able to get by. People have had to pick up part-time jobs and try to find work where they could.
Once again, there's no guarantee this contract agreement will pass, but it is the closest they've been so far.
Thieves are stealing airbags from cars, and police are warning Honda Accord owners to watch out after several recent break-ins. Thieves have been smashing through car windows and ripping out those airbags. In fact, it's estimated that about 50,000 airbags are stolen every year, and according to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, they're actually pretty popular on the black market.
Well, Honda's a popular car. From what we're seeing, they steal them, they put it on the black market for sale. On a black market, it's probably worth, $500 or $600.
It's unclear why Honda Accords are being targeted, but police are asking people to watch out for strange cars or people that may be casing a car.
In your medical news, a new study published yesterday gives a possible clue in the search for what's causing the dramatic increase in lung injury cases related to vaping. This comes as our own governor takes a stand, and the CDC says it's still looking into the issue. Kelly Smoot explains what could be causing lung damage.
We are not waiting for the federal government to get its act together.
Florida becoming the latest state to announce it is looking into potential problems with e-cigarettes and vaping companies.
Today I am announcing an expansive investigation of over 20 vaping companies doing business in the state of Florida.
Taking a different approach than Missouri Governor Mike Parson, who announced a statewide campaign Tuesday to discourage youth vaping.
This is truly an epidemic, and we must take action to protect the young people of our state.
But all trying to find ways to reduce the use of e-cigarettes and vaping devices among young people.
Nicotine has created a culture of addicted teens.
This, as the principal deputy director of the Centers for Disease Control testified on Capitol Hill that its investigation into serious lung illness continues around the clock.
What we know so far about this epidemic is that it's striking young people.
Saying that more than half the cases of serious lung disease that have been reported to the CDC are among those under the age of 25.
No single product, brand, substance, or additive has been identified in all cases so far.
A new study released today in the journal Cancer Prevention Research suggests a possible connection between the chemicals propylene glycol and glycerin and increased inflammation of the lungs. But researchers acknowledge that more research needs to be done.
And we're starting out with some dry roads out there this morning. Some patchy fog, especially near the lakes and the valleys. We're down to 6 miles visibility in Branson. A look at a beautiful fall day ahead will